everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing my fill, and please excuse my dry hands. I cleaned today and stuff like that, so I didn't put any cuticle oil because I knew I was going to eventually do my nails, but you always want to put on cuticle oil. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Jackie. I'm so glad that you're here. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as I like to be reminded about my videos. My videos are here for whenever you guys want to come back and watch them. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so I really hope that you guys can hear me well and everything. I have my windows open, so I'm hoping there's not too much wind, but I do need it to vent out, so that's why I have my windows open, and it's very windy. Anyway, you guys, I am, like I said, very dry. Please ignore that. To start off with, we're gonna get right into it. If you guys have not seen my video where I'm talking about my nail videos, because as you can see, most of my videos are makeup videos, please go ahead and watch that. I'll link that down below. It'll explain a little bit more on what to expect from the videos and stuff like that. This is barely my second video that you guys will be seeing that's actually me doing nails, so please be patient with me. I promise I will get better. Okay, so I have these acrylics here. I want to do something similar, minus rhinestones. I did lose this one because I hid it on my little cajon. I don't know how you say that in English. Ugh. But anyway, I want to go a little peachy, orangey, like, you know, going into fall. So I have this pink right here, but it might be a little too pink. I also grabbed this cover peach. This one is from Maravilla Nails, and I'm gonna try to make a concoction here. I'm also gonna grab an orange. Hold please. Okay, so I did go ahead and get this Glam and Glitz color acrylic, and this one is the shade Caro? I don't know. I thought it was Cairo up until literally right now. Okay, so besides that, I also brought over some glitter. I don't know what I'm gonna use. I feel like I exaggerated this just a little bit because I have literally a little bit of everything, but let's see. I need to bedazzle because I'm not going to actually use rhinestones, I don't think. We'll see by the end of this. But I'm going to come in here with the cover peach. And I mainly want the color to be this cover peach color, but I am going to want just a little bit of color. So that is why I'm going in here with the orange shade. I am going to go ahead and mix these really well because as you can see, that one does have glitter, so we will have to go back in there. And for now, again, this is all a guesstimation. The reason that I like to show you guys what I'm mixing is because, well, sometimes I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep mixing here between glitters and stuff like that, and we'll see what we come out with. I very quickly just mixed a tiny bit of the cover peach by Maravilla Nails and a little bit of that chatterel color, like a small amount of that, and I mixed that with about maybe like 3 to 4 scoops of the Maravilla Nails number 6 from the almond collection. It's just this little tiny one, and I got this shade here. I hope you guys can see that. So this is just the acrylic that I mixed, and then this is the glitter one that I mixed. So I just wanted something to complement this because I think I'm gonna kind of go again for the same sort of look, a little bit of mixed design. So I just wanted to mix that up really quickly because I don't have anything that's peachy but still has depth. This one is pretty and it's peachy, but it's very light. Okay, so now let me finish putting this away. Okay, you guys, so first thing I'm going to do is start removing the bling, and you can do this with honestly whatever is easiest. I find that the nail clippers are easier. They actually grip on here. And while I'm doing this, I also quickly want to mention that I'm sorry about my audio. I do record these nail videos with my phone. I almost said with my camera phone. Well, I guess, but so I just use whatever audio is here. Again, I'm not sure how often I will be doing nail videos for you guys, but oh, that went flying across the room. But if I don't know, keep doing them, maybe I'll do a nail setup someday. Okay, so I went ahead and I got all that off. So now I'm just gonna take a coarse drill bit. I was actually supposed to change mine, but I forgot to get it, so it is what it is. It would just go faster. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up. I have it at about a medium speed. And just like when we were shaping, I'm just gonna be going around and then taking off that gel. Again, I could do this with a hand file. It does take longer, but it's doable. So at this point, once I have all the gel off, I'm just gonna keep going around and down and kind of just trying to remove as much of the green as possible. If you guys watched my last video, I have a clear cap over the green. So I kind of really have to go in here and make sure. And I also have a clear base of acrylic, and this will just take a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys see probably this hand, and then I'll do this hand off camera, but it's just the same thing, repeating the process and going through and taking off the green acrylic. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I took all that off. This hand looks different because I already went in and removed any little bit of lifting or imperfection or anything like that around. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I actually go in with one of these little, I don't know, I call it a cuticle file. It's like a little ball file. And what I do is I turn my e-file, oh my gosh, brain fart, on low, and I just go around. It might look like I'm going on my actual nail, but I'm really kind of laying it right on the edge, and it is filing just a tiny bit of my nail, but it's not a lot at all. Most of this comes off pretty easily and pretty fast, and I usually don't have a lot of lifting. I have to be honest, I mean, I feel like maybe this is just me, but there is times that I do get major lifting, and there's not necessarily anything that I do different. It just happens to me sometimes. And this time I did have major lifting on this finger because this is the one that I hit. It hit so bad. But yeah, I just go around here, take off as much of the little lifting and imperfections, and kind of go around. Even like this, there's like barely anything there. I feel like I just like to go in here and make sure that it's not going to cause lifting later. So now what I do is I take my cuticle pusher and I just go in and kind of like scrape and also push back at the same time. Like you could see here, I had some of my cuticles stuck. I don't know why that happens, it just does. But I just kind of scrape and push at the same time. And there's times that I don't have a lot to do, like to clean up here, but there's times that I do. I don't know what changes, but yeah. And then I go in here with my actual cuticle cutter and I just trim off basically any dryness. I just do like a quick trim because I never like to take off too much, and I go in there with the ball file and just kind of clean up and make sure that it's looking nice and neat. And it also helps to take off anything that is on my nail. Like even though I scraped it right there, there's still a little bit of stuff on there. So now I'm just gonna change it to another little cuticle ball file, but this one is a little bit more coarse. And again, I just have it like on the lowest speed possible. And I just come in here, clean up any cuticle or anything that could be on the nail or even my skin. And then I just go in here and give this just like a quick little baby file. I'm not really doing much, just trying to straighten out my tip here for when I apply my acrylic. And honestly, I don't leave it probably super perfect at this point because we're still gonna go in and do all our filing at the end. It's just, things get a little crazy when you're taking off all that acrylic. And this is clearly my preference of how to do this as of now. But some people that use acrylic only will go in there and like fully take off their nails and all of that. So I don't know. Most of the time though, I do this. I just clear cap it and then try to plan my colors accordingly. In this case, I had to take off most of it because I'm going with glitter again. So it's not really going to cover up a lot. So now I'm just going to go ahead and prep my nails. I'm using my Mia Secret Nail Prep Dehydrator. And I just go around, make sure there's no oils or anything, and trying to keep it off my skin a little. And I'm just going to do one head at a time because the process can take a minute and I like my primer to be nice and fresh. And then this is the Young Nails Protein Bond, and I'm just putting that basically where my nail has grown out. And I like to go in there with 2 coats, so I'm just gonna go in here, and the second coat doesn't need to be as saturated for me. Okay, so just like last time, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of my clear acrylic, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and basically fill in any little spot where the nail grew and there's no longer any acrylic, and that is basically just to like fill it in. So you just need like the smallest little bit. And then if I have any like huge little gaps, I do go in there and fill it in, just because when I go to do another set, I want it to be a nice little clear amount, a little good amount of clear, I should say. And since this one dried up a little bit, now we're gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna do these 3 full glitter, and then these 2 will be ombre with a little flower. So I'm gonna go in with the little glitter mix we made, and I'm gonna start off here in the middle. And again, working with the chunky glitter is a little different because you kind of have to push things around. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cover that with the clear. So I'm just trying to get a nice good sized bead, and I'm gonna go ahead and place this here, tap it down, and basically I kind of want to leave my finger pointing down, and this is just gonna help to let it naturally flow down. And then I just want to make sure that I'm keeping it pretty nicely shaped so we don't have a lot of filing to do at the end. Okay, so now we have that. So now moving on to the next one. This one is going to be an ombre, so I'm going to go in with the glitter again, but I'm going to keep that down on the lower half. And just kind of spread it around here. And then slowly start ombreing it up. And I just want to make sure that it's like nicely filled down here. So I'm not too focused on ombreing it up, but if I need to even out something here, I will start slowly ombreing up. And for me, when I'm doing glitter ombre, I like to take it up as far as I think I need, because I do like for it to start blending into the acrylic a lot more than if I was just doing like a white tip kind of ombre. So for the back half, I'm going into that color that I mixed, and I'm gonna take little bits at a time. Again, I can always add, but I can't take away. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure where I left off, but I tried to do the little flowers and I didn't really like the way it was looking. It looks too orangey. So I'm actually gonna come in here with gold foil, and whoa, didn't mean to do that. I'm just gonna grab it here and just kind of tear it apart. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of go in here and I'm gonna wet it a little bit, just where I want my little trail of gold. So I think just like that, I'm just kind of putting it sporadically on here. So now I'm gonna kind of wet my brush a little and try to press it down before I add acrylic. Just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and cap this. And by capping, I just mean we're just gonna put a clear coat on top. And this is also gonna cap the glitter into place. Oh, sorry you guys. I have my phone plugged in now charging and the cord's a little bit in my way. Just like that. So that same design is going to be the one on this hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I finished that up. So now we're just gonna get in here and we're gonna start shaping and filing. I'm going in with this Maravilla Nails file. This is an 80/80, and I'm just filing at a 90-degree angle. It's always weird when you're doing it on yourself compared to doing it on somebody else. So I just do the best I can. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I shaped that just around. So now we're going to take our e-file and I'm just going to take my ceramic fine file and we're going to pop it in here, and I'm going to put it at about a medium speed, like a low medium speed, and then I'm just going to file all the way around and kind of help shape the sides a little bit better. And then back here by the cuticle, I'm just wanting to get it nice and flat. And then we're gonna go down the whole nail. And then go all the way down. And you just want to look at your nail from different angles and make sure that everything is pretty good. And I'm just going to keep going through all the nails. Okay, you guys, so now that I have that done, I just go in with my Mia Secret sponge buffer. This is a 100, 180, and I just go in and I'm basically buffing the nail, getting it nice and smooth. And honestly, I do this part out of habit, but as I've been learning to do nails, I've heard a couple things. I think it's just like makeup. Everybody does different things. But I've heard that when you're actually applying a gel top coat, which is most people doing nails nowadays, that you actually should leave just a tiny bit of roughness just so the gel has something to hold on to. I honestly don't know how true that is because I've always pretty much buffed my nails. So okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead on the other side and do the exact same steps as I did on this side. I might clean a little bit on the bottom if I need it anywhere, but that's basically it. So I'll be right back and then we'll put our gel top coat and I'll show you guys the final nail look. Okay, you guys, so I washed my hands. Now I'm just gonna take a little lint-free little square and I'm gonna take some alcohol and I'm just gonna really make sure there's nothing on my nail. And once that's dry, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Mia Secret UV gel and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that. So now that I have that gel on, I just take this little detailer brush and I go around the cuticle and my sides, even if I don't see anything really there, just to make sure that there's no gel on the sides. And then once everything looks good, I just go ahead and pop it in my UV LED light for about 60 seconds. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead already and put the cuticle oil on, and that is it. That is what my nails are looking like. Sorry, still getting used to this monitor thing. But I hope that you guys like them. I don't know why it's reflecting green a lot because in person it's not, but I love them. I also want to apologize if this doesn't edit smoothly. I was having major technical difficulties. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for being here, for supporting me, for watching my videos all the way, for sharing my videos. You guys have no idea how much your support means to me, and I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. Anyway, you guys, I will see you guys in my next one. Adios.